What's up everybody? My name is Cooper Eisenmann with eXp Realty, and today I want to go over my top neighborhoods for the entire Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley areas that I think you will like, or you won't like, but that's up for you to decide. Let's get into it. What's up everybody? My name is Cooper Eisenmann and I am a full-time real estate agent here in the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley areas of the East Bay area. And those areas consist of Livermore, Pleasanton, Dublin, San Ramon, Danville, and Alamo. And if you're new to my channel, I want to ask you to please hit that like button, as it does help my videos to reach more people just like you who are interested in learning more about this area. Because of a work relocation, you just want a new place to live with your family, or whatever the case may be. And I've been getting a ton of text calls and emails from people who are relocating to the area and want to learn more about it, or just need help in buying or selling property, and I absolutely love it. So you can reach out to me anytime by phone, text, or email. I am going to put my information down here at the bottom. You can reach me anytime, and I always get back to you within 15 or 20 minutes. So it's super fast and super convenient. So the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley areas of the East Bay area are very highly sought after places for single people, married people, people with kids, no kids. It doesn't really matter. A lot of buyers are coming here for many reasons, and I want to go over some of my top neighborhoods with you so that you can see if you like these neighborhoods or if you don't like these neighborhoods, because I think it's just as important to know what you don't like as it is to know what you do like. So I'm going to go over a few of my favorite neighborhoods, and they're kind of scattered throughout these different cities that make the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley, and see what you think so that you can make an educated decision on if you like this area or not. So I'm going to go over those with you now. And this list is not from best to worst or worst to best. These are specifically the ones that came to my mind first, and I wrote them down so that I could relay them to you. So let's get into the list now. So the first on my list is the Stone Ridge or Muirwood neighborhood. Now, this neighborhood does have a soft spot in my heart because I grew up here. I lived in this neighborhood for 15 years, and so growing up there, going to all of the schools that are close by to it, everything about it gave me a great experience and understanding of the neighborhood, and that's why obviously it was the first one that came to mind, and really a highly sought after neighborhood with buyers today in the market who are purchasing. So the Muirwood Stone Ridge neighborhood is located just west of the 680 freeway off of Stone Ridge Road, next to the Stone Ridge Mall. And this neighborhood is mostly built of homes in the mid-60s, with some homes being built in the 90s, but the bulk majority of them are in the mid-60s, and they range from single story to two-story, anywhere from 1,500 square feet all the way up to close to 3,000 square feet, and the price ranges are between $1.3 million and $2 million. It consists of 3-bed, 4-bed, and 5-bedroom homes. It's super close to this massive park called Muirwood Park. You should Google it. A lot of kids' sports leagues hold practices at Muirwood Park. I was one of them. I played football when I was younger. Some of my practices were across the street from my house, which was super convenient. So if you're a new family and you have kids and they have practice for sports leagues, it's possible that they could end up having a practice at Muirwood Park. Aside from that, they have a dog park, a picnic area with grills and barbecues. They have a massive lawn area to play in, tennis courts, a basketball court, and a playground. Aside from all of that, it's within a 5-minute walk to Leidixon Elementary School, a 10-minute walk to Foothill High School, and I have walked and biked to middle school before. It is probably a 15-minute bike ride away. So It is super conveniently located to everything you need to do, including close proximity to the freeway for commuting or traveling to any retail or shopping or whatever it is you may need to do. And all in all, one of my all-time favorite neighborhoods. So the second neighborhood that came to mind was the Dublin Ranch neighborhood. Now this neighborhood is located in the, northeast corner of Dublin. It is mostly newer built homes from 2000 and newer. So with that being said, if you're familiar at all with the current building trends of the Bay Area, you'll know that newer built homes tend to be on smaller lots closer to the next door neighbor. But the offset to that is that all of these homes are new, which means new infrastructure, and if the entire community is new, that means that retail and shopping centers are new, schools are new, parks are new, etc. And Dublin Ranch is no exception. Like I had mentioned before, the biggest downside is pretty small lot sizes, not much of a backyard to work with. Unless you get into that upper price point, then the backyards seem to get bigger with bigger lot sizes. This neighborhood is located very closely to a huge Target that was built just several years ago. It's also in very close proximity to the brand new Kaiser building that was just built right next to 580 freeway. Again, you can see a trend with me. I like close proximity to the freeway. I like being able to get places fairly quickly without needing a 20-minute drive to get to the highway. And most of these neighborhoods all offer that convenience factor. So Dublin Ranch is really a great area, a very highly sought after area. Most of these newer built developments I see get a lot of traction because buyers just don't want to worry about that one more thing being an older house that might need, an AC replacement or, plumbing fixes or foundation repairs that might come up or anything like that. And generally speaking, if you're getting a house that was built in the last 20 years, you can pretty much be rest assured that no major repairs are going to be needed, with the exception of maybe a 20-year-old AC unit. But that comes with being a property owner. More often than not, a newer home like this is going to be in good shape for a while without you really needing to stress about anything. Now, the third neighborhood that came to mind was the West Side Danville and West Side Alamo areas of Danville and Alamo, of course. Now, I bunched these into one neighborhood, although they are two, because they're generally the same and offer pretty much the same things as the other one does. So West Side Danville and Alamo has been a hot spot in the Danville and Alamo market for custom home builders or wealthy homeowners to fully tear down and build new properties or fully renovate and change their current home to look like a completely different home. This is a highly sought after, one of the more expensive areas in Danville and Alamo, with homes ranging from $3 million up and in some cases $5 million and up. We're starting to see a trend in these neighborhoods, like I had mentioned before, with custom built homes being built, and that is just raising prices. A big thing with this area that I think is notable is just how big the lot sizes are. The homes here were built in the 40s and 50s, and they come on huge lots, so people are putting 4,000, 5,000 square foot houses on these lots and still having room to build an ADU in the back if you want, or have a big pool or a big backyard space just to play and hang out with the kids, etc. As well as its close proximity to downtown Danville. Now, the west side part of Danville is super close to downtown. You're within a 3 to 5 minute walk to downtown, where a lot of people like to hang out, get a Starbucks, get some food on the patio. They also have car shows downtown and other events that they host. So it's just a very, very fun, cool place to live. But like I said before, it is the most expensive by far neighborhood that is on this list. So if you're in that $2.5 to $4.5 million range, please do check out this neighborhood. I think you will like it a lot, and it is very easy to find. If you're on 680 going north, get off at Diablo Road, make a left, you're gonna run into downtown Danville. You can make a left on Harts Ave, make another right on West Prospect, and you've made it. So if you can find your way to downtown Danville, you've basically hit West Side Danville. Now the fourth neighborhood on my list is the Diablo West neighborhood in Danville. Now my wife's grandparents live in this neighborhood, that's why I know it so well, and I absolutely love it here. And I don't have a big old list of positive things I like about it, other than the fact that I know it is a well manicured neighborhood. It has nice homes on big lots with these gorgeous, huge, mature trees that line the streets in some parts of the neighborhood. You know that feeling when you go underneath a bunch of trees and you're covered in shade? This neighborhood really does have a lot of that, and I really like the layout of the neighborhood. And again, you see a trend here, the close proximity to downtown Danville. It is probably a 20-minute walk, 10-minute bike ride. It's totally doable if you did want to go downtown and hang out without needing to get in the car. And it is close to the freeway again without being right on the freeway, so you can enjoy having easy commute access without hearing the freeway noise all the time. It's located off of Diablo Road and off of the cross street Camino Tasahara. So Diablo West, if you are on 680 North again, you get up at Diablo, make a right on Camino Tasahara. Diablo West is on your right hand side as you go up the street. Again, a fantastic neighborhood. Prices in this neighborhood are probably in the 1.8 to 2.5 range, and consists of single story and 2-story homes built in the 60s and 70s. A lot of these homes have also been remodeled, but it really doesn't touch the West Side neighborhood. This is more of just a typical neighborhood in Danville. I know it sounds ridiculous to say $1.82 million is typical, but this isn't necessarily a high-end luxury neighborhood. It is more of just a normal family neighborhood in Danville that I absolutely love and highly suggest you check out if Danville is at the top of your list as far as cities to live in. Now the fifth and last neighborhood on this list is the Twin Creeks neighborhood in San Ramon. This is located just west of the 680 freeway off of Crow Canyon Road, located right behind and to the side of the Safeway that is on San Ramon Valley Boulevard. And one of the main reasons I like this neighborhood, again, you see a trend with me, is its close proximity to the freeway, to Safeway, 24-hour fitness, Kaiser medical offices. It's right there in the heart of it all, but it also offers a more old school approach to a neighborhood. Homes built in the 60s and 70s on typically larger lots, with easy commute access to the freeway, to traveling, to retail and shopping centers. Close proximity to downtown Danville is probably a 10-minute drive. The new Bishop Ranch City Center, which is probably a 5-minute drive from this neighborhood. So you really kind of get it all right there in the heart of San Ramon. Twin Creeks offers one of the more typical, reasonable price points in the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley areas. Homes here typically range from the $1.4 to $1.8 million range, and homes range between 3 and 5 bedrooms. You can probably expect to get a home here between 1,700 and 2,500 square feet. And these older neighborhoods like Twin Creeks and the other ones I mentioned in this video, since they are older, built in the 60s and 70s, you can expect to see some deficiencies between homes in the neighborhood, whereas like a Dublin Ranch or a Windermere and Gale Ranch neighborhood, being that they're all within the past 20 years built, are a little more aesthetically pleasing because all the homes look the same. They all have the same level of care and maintenance done to them. As some of these older neighborhoods, you do tend to see some differences in the homes, because what one homeowner wants to do and keep his house very nice and clean, The next door neighbor may not care as much, and if there's no HOA, there's no governing body making sure the house looks a certain way. So that might be one of the only downsides, and I have had clients in the past want to be specifically in HOA neighborhoods so that they could have that same aesthetic look throughout the entire neighborhood and not maybe be next door to somebody who's let their grass get to 5 feet tall and not really maintain or care about their property at all. And then the next door neighbor to them might have a gorgeous remodeled home and does a ton of work to it to make sure it looks a certain way. So keep that in mind. If you're looking in some of these older neighborhoods, take a drive through them. Contact me if you want to know about any other neighborhoods. Get to know my thoughts and outlook on these older neighborhoods and what I think. You know, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to what you and your family like and love the most, and where you absolutely have to be or absolutely cannot be. And I think what's most important when you're researching an area to live in is communication between you and your agent. And make sure you have a great agent who understands the area and is knowledgeable so that they can give you ideas, pointers, thoughts, question you on what you may want, and maybe throw questions at you that you didn't even think about. The also biggest factor in all of this is actually going to see homes. I cannot tell you how many times I have been with a client, and after seeing a few homes, they say, I didn't even realize that I need to have this, or I didn't even realize that this cannot be this way in a home that I want to spend $1.5 million on. So it's very important you go and see homes in person. That is the best way to get the experience you need, by seeing these homes in person and understanding what neighborhoods offer what and where you're comfortable spending your money to buy your next home. At the end of the day, your agent should definitely be telling you that it is highly important you do not settle for a home. Buyer's remorse can be one of the biggest problems after you purchase a home if you feel you've been rushed into it or got desperate. I know that the market is tough right now for buyers. I do know some people, not my clients of course, who have written 10, 15 offers on homes and did not get one of them. It can be difficult for people right now. So do not settle. Only offer on places you really want to be in and know in your soul that you love, because if you go all in at it and then realize you didn't like it, it could raise some problems. So again, go see homes in person, go tour some neighborhoods in your car and just see if you like them or not. See if you like if they're close to the freeway, if they're not close to the freeway, what style of home you like, how much you can afford, how much you actually want to pay, etc. And be persistent and make offers on properties and go in on them strong if you think you're ready to purchase a home right now. I would love to help you any way that I can purchase a home, sell a home, or just answer some questions you may have to really solidify what city or neighborhood is best for you. Again, I'm going to put my information down here. You can reach me anytime by phone, text, or email. I always get back to you within 15 or 20 minutes, so it's super fast and super convenient. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.